actually brings me to my next question for you is, why should customers care about using healthy organic products on their body?
Oh, what a great question. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Do you care? Do you care about yourself? Do you care about your body? Yeah, it always baffles me when people show me, you see it. People bring me their product and I'm like,
we can tell them a story. It was, what was it, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were down in Florida.
Yeah.
And Johnny walks in. It's so funny, man. It happens all the time. It's
all
not just him. But it's like they hear Johnny's going to show up somewhere, and they're like, so they bring their grooming products from their home with them, and they're like, here, look at this.
Here's 6 products that I use. Tell me if they're good.
Tell me if they're good or not.
And
Product doctor.
And like, it doesn't get old. It doesn't. I enjoy doing it because I learn. Every time I do it, I'm learning more. Because there's products I've never even heard or seen of. I've never even saw this product, and I pick it up, and I'm like, ooh, you got dry scalp, don't you? And he's like, yeah, man. I'm like, yeah. I bet you this smells good, though, doesn't it? I can, like, tell what it feels like. It always baffles me when people, you ever see the product? I've had people hand me a product that's, like, this big, 0.15 ounces, and the label is, like, you open it, and it
you have to peel it off, yeah.
And then on the other side it says visit website for more ingredient list or something like that. I'm like, God damn, you can't even fit how do you fit all of those ingredients in here, but you can't fit a list of the ingredients on it? That's wild to me. It's the same reason to answer your question. It's the same reason why you should care about what you're intaking in your body. Your skin is your largest organ, and it does absorb way more than we thought it did. Another factor is UV rays. You go in the sun. UV is just cooking your body. And that, talking about J&J and their sunscreen, I didn't realize I was using sunscreen for a while. I was getting sunburnt still.
Mm-hmm.
I call it sunburnt. I realized that it was a chemical burn. It was being cooked into my body from the sun, from light rays. I was getting chemical burns all over my body. The same thing happens. You put on product, you put on some random big name product on your, you got a CVS or whatever, and you put it on your scalp. What you're putting on your scalp affects your body drastically. There's people who get headaches from putting product on, and then they don't even know why they're having headaches. It's like, stop using that product. It's literally killing your follicles. It's killing your skin. It's drying it out.
Crazy.
Like you said, you're getting bumps in your armpits.
Yeah.
But I'm not kidding. There's people who do that, and they're like, I don't know why I'm getting
I don't know
bumps.
why this is happening.
And I pulled up, this is kind of gross. I'm sure you guys don't want to dive too deep in this, but I pulled up a article recently a naturopathic doctor put out, and it's talking about how young women are having so many issues with cervical cancer and all these different things. Well, one of the number one ways to absorb anything is vaginally.
Yeah.
And so they're using like tampons and stuff, and they're spraying on the cotton, chemicals on the cotton.
A preservative or something?
Yeah. That then women are using, and it's causing them these long-term effects.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Anything that secretes.
I'm curious on since the 60s, maybe post 60s. I'm curious if there's a rise in cervical cancer.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, there has to be. There's a rise in everything. Every year there's like over 1,000 new skin diseases.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But going with your question, the reason why people should care about what they're putting on their skin is literally that. There's new skin diseases every single year. You go about your day, earlier this year, you might not have had these like dry skin on your arm, and all of a sudden you do. And yes, you can say it's the environment you're in, but like, is it the products you're using? Is it what you're eating? All of these things, like your skin absorbs, and then it's affected, and then it reacts to things. I always say test things on the inner of your wrist because it's sensitive. Your skin is going to
do like in the woods too.
Yeah.
Like it's like basic survival stuff.
Right.
Start with like rubbing on skin and then go from there.
Yeah. But imagine your skin as a sponge. Just imagine it. I know most people don't believe that it is, but imagine it is, right? How is what you're putting on your skin going to be affected if it goes below your skin now? Are your hair follicles going to be affected? Is your blood flow going to be affected? Holy shit, it is. And that's really what's happening to people right now. And they don't connect the two for some reason.
I mean, everywhere on your body, on your skin is pores.
You have pores everywhere.
Yeah,
You have hair follicles. You have sebaceous glands that produce oil. And if you block those hair follicles, if you block those sebaceous glands, your body's going to naturally give up. It's the same thing if you take a supplement. If you're taking melatonin and you don't have an off cycle, you're never going to, your body's going to stop producing it, right? Mm-hmm. So all of these things with any type of supplement going into your body, if you take too much, your body's going to stop producing it. If you block your pores and you block your hair follicles, your body's going to say, all right, fuck it, I give up, right? Then you start thinning on your scalp because your hair's dying. DHT is going there. You have all those types of, imagine alcohol drying out your hair follicle. Imagine a follicle just as a plant, right? The root's at the bottom. If you start drying out that
Essentially,
bottom,
that's what it is, right?
I mean, it is, yeah. But for some reason, it's hard for some people to connect the two. But it is. It really is. Blood flow going there is going to stop. It's going to dry out, and then all of a sudden, the dead strand is just going to fall off, and
that's it.
Skin is going to seal up over it. Now you're bald. But if you can somehow moisturize this strand to drip down to the hair follicle, help the sebaceous gland by increasing blood flow to your follicles, you can actually produce faster growing hair and cleaner growing hair and faster. So like your hair will grow faster, it'll look healthier, and it'll last longer. You're preventing hair loss and promoting hair growth at the same time. And it all is based on what you put on your body. Now, if you put good things on your body, good things are going to happen. If you put bad things on your body, bad things are going to happen. And unfortunately, we live in a time where people are instant. They expect instant things. And when things aren't so instant, they don't connect the two. So you start using alcohol-filled products now and chemical-filled products now, you go bald in 3 years, you're not going to connect the two because there was too much time between it. But if you put product on now and you go bald tomorrow, you're going to be like, oh, it was that. Because we connect things by time.
Yeah.
It's sad that people can't connect the two. You know, look at your shampoo.
Because it happens over decades.
If you're not using Johnny Slick shampoo, go in your shower, grab your shampoo, and look at the ingredients. Can you pronounce 3 of those ingredients? Other than water. I guarantee water's the first one because that's the most common.
Usually it's like alcohol. It's crazy.
Yeah, like it's weird how like these ingredients in the products we're using are just like, I'm fine using that, you know, but we have to eat good. It's no different.